Coach, tough one tonight. Trey Stewart for them. I mean, 232 yards rushing. They go for 363 on the ground. I mean, they're as good as advertised.
I mean, obviously he did a great job. We had a hard time tackling him. I thought we did a better job because I think he had 192 in the first half, right? So I mean, we held him in the second half to 40-something yards. So we did a way better job in the second half. We're not letting him break some tackles and things, but great player. They do a good job. The quarterback's a hard, tough player. I mean, he ran the ball 20 times, but they're a really good team, and we knew that coming in. We wanted to keep the ball away from them, which we did, and just could not convert some fourth and shorts. That was a big deal. I told the team, our effort tonight, the way we played, we didn't play clean, but our effort is the type of effort that's expected from our program and what Liberty expects. And we played more together tonight than probably we have all season long, truth be told. And it was in a loss, but I'm proud of the way they responded to last week. And it's disappointing, but we're headed in a good direction. I know it's hard to say after 2 losses in a row, but if we can bottle the way we played tonight as far as the effort and the mindset, then we've got some better days ahead of us. But obviously disappointed in the outcome. We get 2 fourth and shorts, you don't get that potential 6 points, potential 2 touchdowns that really hurt us there. Obviously turnovers got us. We just got to be able to, at the second half, we got off to a bad start. We go 2 and outs right now, and can't do that against a good team.
For tonight, I mean, the decision making by Caden Salter, how would you assess his play tonight?
Obviously, we made it. I don't know necessarily his decision making. Made a couple of throws that were behind some guys, and had opportunities. Obviously one got picked a little bit late, throwing behind the guy a little bit there, and so not necessarily a decision. I think where he went with the ball was right, but the timing was off from some of those standpoints. I thought he played tough from there. Obviously, when you're limited, we were out 3 starting wide receivers, so and a lot of the guys that were playing that the majority of snaps were playing for a while, and so we tried to be wise in what we asked those guys to do and try to put them in some situations where they could be successful. But I thought he played tough. Obviously there's some things he needs to improve. Missing throws on 3rd down that we could have continued some drives. We also made some nice runs when we needed some runs, so it was probably a typical game for him.
That last 4th and 1 there, first, did you think about kicking the field goal? And secondly, what did you see as far as, what happened on the play?
No, we were drawing them offsides, and we didn't execute the call. The coaches did not execute the call the way it should have. And so we had mixed signals. Some guys knew we were not snapping it. Some guys thought we were snapping it. And so one of those things where the coaches, we put our team in a bad spot right there. And so felt we had, because we've run so much quarterback sneak the last couple of weeks, we had a play specifically for a situation where, hey, let's get them off start them. But we didn't. Coaches didn't communicate it well enough, and so end up, hindsight, do you kick it there? We thought we had them on the ropes a little bit. You get that, you continue to milk the clock a little bit. You go up. Now they have to go down the field. So, but didn't work out, and it's unfortunate because so that our men played their tails off, and it's unfortunate that coaching wise just didn't put them in the best position.
You mentioned you were missing the 3 receivers. Obviously, there was one instance where Juju Gray and Caden Salter were off timing wise a little bit. How much of an impact did not having those 3 guys have on your offense? Did it change a lot of the game plan kind of going into it? What was that?
Yeah, I mean, it changed a lot, because when you don't have 3 guys that have played a good amount of football, and so and Juju, this is really his first full game back. He was on a pitch count last week, and he had a 3rd down route, and he ran a route, looked on the inside, should have looked over the outside, and that's an experience. He's not done it as much, and so that was why they weren't on the same page. Caden's thinking he's going outside, and that's where the route should go. But he looks over the inside, and it looks, falls. That was one of the 3rd downs there in the second half, and so little of those things there. We tried to limit that because we knew we were going to have some of those issues. Because they give you some different looks, and you have to change from the rest. We were trying to eliminate as many route concepts where the guys had to maybe adjust in some of those things, and you can't eliminate them all, because you have to try to go move the ball and score. And I thought our plan was good. I thought we used the personnel that we had, to help us, and I thought some guys made some plays, in there. I mean, we're 6 of 14 on third down, which is good, but then you go to 1 and 3, and it kills you. And then the red zone chances, I think that was the deal there. And we gave up. The frustrating, I think, from the other side of the ball is we played better in the second half. Obviously they had a third down. They called a holding PI on us, and the bang play. They get a cheap first down, but give up too many big plays early on, in the first half to where we had momentum. That's 2 weeks in a row. We've jumped up 7-0. The team scored right away. And so from a complementary football standpoint, we're not playing well together.
11 explosive plays or runs of 10 or more yards tonight for them. I mean, that's kind of what they've been doing all season. What makes them so tough to defend?
Well, I mean, obviously the tempo they go with, and then you misfit something, the running back's pretty good, and they spread you out, and so they've been averaging, 50-something, points there. If we don't throw the interception, but there at the end, maybe we got a chance to go down and tie it or something. But I thought we played way better second half, but you have to tackle when you have an opportunity. You're going to have a one-on-one, and you got to make a tackle. And early on, Stewart he made us miss, and he ran through. I mean, he doesn't wait, buck whatever, but he ran through 2-3 tackles a bunch early on, and versus a team like that, you got to make sure you fit right and you line up right. And at times we did that, but other times we allowed them to push the pile forward and some of those things. And they continue to get, if they get first downs, they wear you down a little bit, right? And that was the whole key, trying to keep them off the field. And I thought we did a great job of that. Just got to be able to finish some of those drives.
You said you guys played together more tonight than you have. How do you convey that in a loss to say, hey, we're doing the right things here, stay together?
Yeah, I mean, just because you give yourself doesn't mean you're going to get what you want. That's what I told them. But this was, in my opinion, and again, it's my responsibility, but in my opinion, I think it's the first time for a 4-quarter game. I'm not saying we've not played that way all year, but for a 4-quarter game, and we gave of ourselves everything for each other. And the energy we played with, the effort we played with, was what we expect. Now coaches got to make better calls. We got to make some plays when we had the opportunity to do them, And it's been one of those things where you need a play to go your way a little bit, and it's just not happened, especially the last couple of weeks. Early on it did, and so that's the ebb and flow. But that's what by together for 4 quarters is the best that we've played together and playing with effort and energy for 4 quarters. Not 2 quarters, not a quarter and a half, not 3 quarters. When you do that, then good things should happen. I mean, they're a really good team. We had opportunities there and held them, from a scoring standpoint, held them down and had. I know we're going to go back and look and had some scoring chances, and I'm sure I'll look back and say maybe we should kick a field goal, and tie it up there or hope to tie it up. But you can't guarantee you're going to make it, And so there's a lot of things that I'm sure that, again, it was coaching error ultimately, and offense, defense, especially there's coaching error that didn't give us the best chance there.
Expectations on this team are obviously very high. It's going to be difficult, need some help to get back in the conference championship race now. You mentioned last week about, concern about it spiraling from here. Are you concerned about that now?
I believe we've got good character people in there. I believe they're hurting, and I expect them to come back and be disappointed. But we're all disappointed in life. You don't get the job you want, don't get the promotion you want. You have to respond. That's what being part of growing into being a man is, being a responsible man, and being a champion. If you're going to be a champion for Christ, part of building a testimony is going through tests. We're going to go through a test, and I expect that we'll have good character people stand up and keep playing hard and keep fighting. We got this university has a great, obviously, a brand recognition, and we expect to go out and win every game. We're going to play hard to do that, and so I think this will continue to churn at us, be disappointing. But if those guys, once they hopefully get over the disappointment, get back to work, got a couple of days, whether it's the extra days to get ready for our next opponent, then you go out and you build off of what you've done, and hopefully we'll continue to play better.
for one more, Coach.
Injury to Dante Lee towards the end. On top of that, I mean, everything at receiver already.
Yeah, and so it's something with the shin. Said it was broke, and then he's had to run around playing it broke. But something got hit in the shin or landed, hit in there. So it's been a Bentley Henshaw went out for a little bit. So it's been one of those seasons, from an injury standpoint. We've had a lot that we've had to deal with, but like I said, I was proud of the guys that were out there. Man, they played hard, and gave us an opportunity. Disappointed that we didn't, put them in a better position.
All right, Coach, thank you for